Will we see who's...
Oh, we're live. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Past and Present Performance Series. Today, we are with Claire Taylor, and she's going to introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Claire Taylor, and I have received the Governor's Award in Opera in 2018. And at the time, I was just a junior in high school.
So, as some of you know who have seen this series a lot, everyone kind of answers the questions that we ask differently. And today, she requested that I ask the questions to her and it be more of a discussion, which I think is a great idea. So we're going to start with your background, a little bit about yourself and a little bit of how you found your art.
Okay. So growing up, I was always involved in choirs and my church choir. I was really involved in that, in church and church music. So I always had the classical ear, I guess you could say, from going to church. And then growing up, I'd do shows. I did ballet as a kid, and I was always in performances. And I was always in a class at Count Basie Theater of the Arts. It used to be called Cool School back in the day, but that was where I got all the acting part of music and performance. And then I really started to learn more about the theory part of music in high school when I went to Red Bank Regional. And that's when I really fell in love with all of the different types of music together.
So opera is such a specific thing. And so continuing on with understanding your background, when did you decide, like, oh, opera is something I can do?
Okay, so the answer is, truthfully, I didn't think I would do opera. Truthfully, I was on a path down the road of musical theater, being the triple threat, trying to have an instrument and the voice and the acting. And then I really, as I was classically trained through private voice lessons and through Red Bank Regional, you build a repertoire of classical. It's part of learning your technique is singing classical. And then I started to do competitions like Nats and local competitions like All-State Opera. I did All-State Opera and All-State Choir. So that's where I really honed in all those classical singing in public settings. And then the feedback was always, I'd always score higher. I think you cut out. I can't hear you. You're muted.
I was muted because I mute myself when you're answering questions. You cut out a little bit. Can you do the little, like a couple sentences back from what you just said?
Sure. So I did classical at Nats competitions, and I would always end up scoring a little higher in classical and getting recognized in classical. And so after that, they're like, oh, well, why don't you try that as a career path? And I think All-State Opera, when I won All-State Opera, I had placed my freshman year in third place for the opera, and then junior year came back again and won first place. So that was when I was really like, wow, well, maybe I have something here. I should keep going.
Wow, I know it's like late, but congratulations. That's amazing. That like learning curve and that talent curve, that's amazing.
Thanks.
So we know that you won the award for opera, but who gave you the award and when did you receive it?
Well, I received the Governor's Award in 2018. So I was a junior in high school at the time, and I received it at the Trenton Governor's Award Live. So we had that.
Who nominated you for it? Do you know?
Who nominated me?
Yeah, so every person some maybe behind the scenes. Every person who has won the Governor's Awards, they get nominated by a thing which they participate in. So when I won for film, I was nominated by NJ Thespians.
Okay.
Do you know who you were nominated by?
Yes. I was nominated by All State Opera.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Winning All State Opera, you're provided with a scholarship, and you're also provided with the Governor's Award. It's a CBB Scripps scholarship, and they're also associated with the Governor's Award. So, because the company that promotes the All-State Opera happening, and is part of the reason it's still happening today, is Arts Ed Now in Arts Ed New Jersey. Because really, All-State Opera, it's the only opera competition for high school students in the nation.
Wow.
So I was really lucky to just be in New Jersey and have that opportunity. So it's great.
Wow, that's excellent. So what did winning the Governor's Award mean to you? Like, what did it feel like when you first won it?
Well, I remember my audition. A lot of things were going on at the time. High school is such a drama place of everything. And then you go into the audition and you swipe it all aside and just sing. And so I had an emotional performance at the time. And I remember one of the adjuncts came and she kind of did a little master class. And then she was like, your voice is like the Bank of America. She called me the Bank of America. And after that, I was like, well, wow, I think I did good then. So that was good. And then when I finally heard, it's just that hearing that from someone who lived, everyone can sing, but living a life where you're a performer and that's your job, that's a different story. So hearing that come from someone so accomplished really does make you believe, okay, well, maybe I'll take the next step in making this my career.
Wow. That's excellent. So continuing on that path to finding your passion and finding your career, why do you believe the arts are so important in general, but specifically now?
Yeah, okay. So specifically now, that's a loaded question. And I think the best answer I could give you is no matter what political agenda you are or religious background, music is the one thing we can all share, we can all enjoy. It's a non-judgment free zone where you can be yourself. I think you mentioned you're in film, so we have creative minds in the room. And I think the people that give the creativity get as much joy, if not more joy, than the people watching it. So it's a mutual way for everyone to have fun and like I said, swipe whatever you're thinking or swipe whatever is going on in your life and just focus on the music. And it's such a relief for so many people.
Absolutely. So what impact did arts education have on your life?
Arts education. Like I said, I've been doing classes ever since I was young at Count Basie Theater and then at Red Bank Regional. I did I think a lot of arts education for anyone watching this that loves to sing or loves music or is young, aspiring performer. I think the best advice I'd have is to just get out there and perform at a local venue, audition for a show at Count Basie, Algonquin. There's so many great regional theaters in the area, and that's really where you learn the most. You learn the most by doing the most. So just stay involved.
I have the same philosophy with beginning artists and beginning creators is just make, and just keep on creating, because you never know what's going to be your golden ticket, and you never know what's going to be the thing which really changes your path.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So share something that inspires you during this time.
Well, I'm a big fan of quotes. So actually, one of my favorite quotes is musically is I support music every day because music is always there to support me. So I thought that was a lovely quote I'd share.
That is a lovely quote. Do you know who says it?
It's actually unknown.
Oh wow, but it's gorgeous. It's very inspirational. Okay, so the last question before we show the pre-recorded video of your gorgeous singing. I watched a little bit of it, but I didn't want to spoil it for myself. So what words of wisdom do you have for the class of 2020?
Okay. Well, congratulations, first of all. You made it without prom and everything, which I'm so sorry, but hopefully you dress up once in a while and make yourself feel pretty. So words of wisdom is, I think my three main points would be just be curious. We are blessed to like live in the East Coast and have access to so many, the best in the nation of the performance careers. So if you're going into a performance career, you're in a great area, so you're in great hands. We have so many good teachers that love to help you. And just because you go to college doesn't mean you stop learning or all of a sudden you're perfect at your craft. You just keep developing. So just ask questions, get help, get tutors, just stay curious. Always be kind. You never know who you're talking to. Whoever it is, the ones doing the lights, doing the sets or costuming, always be kind. And 3, just make friends. Make as many friends as you can. Hold your head high. And I know college seems scary. You don't know anyone yet. But I assure you, just say, hi, my name is, with a smile, and you'll find the people you're belonging to.
Wise words of advice, honestly. Everything you just is goodbye. Well, now we are going to show your performance. Do you want to give a little bit of context while I'm putting it up?
Sure. So I will be singing in the pre-recorded video, Vedrai, carino, performed in Don Giovanni, and it's written by Wolfgang Mozart. Sentilo battere, toccami qua, sento
Sente la patria, sente la patria, sente la patria, toccami qua, qua. Sente la patria, toccami qua, toccami qua, toccami qua, toccami qua.
Our mission is
Wow, fantastic! I'm so excited to see where you go with this, with your performance, with your talent.
Thank you.
Wow. Well, thank you everyone for coming to the stream. Thank you, Claire, for being on. Is there any place where we can, me and the audience, reach you and see more of your art?
Well, you know, I am on all social media platforms now. I just added recently Facebook, just Claire Taylor. Sometimes I do post, if I compose something, I'll post it on there, or if I perform musical theater, sometimes I'll post a singing video. So you can always check me out on Facebook and message me. I also take some private students through the young ages of like 6 to like 13, just anyone that really wants to get more comfortable with their technique and learn some basic skill sets. So I'm open to anything. Just come and find me on Facebook. Claire Taylor, Claire with an E.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
It was awesome.
You were great, by the way.
Yes, of course. Thank you. It was so nice to interview you. I am sure, because I had a great time watching and I had a great time participating. I'm sure everyone in the audience had a great time. And if you did, and if you didn't, and you just want to check it out and test it next week, but if you did, please be back next week. We have a different performer every week, and they perform their art. And yeah. So thank you everyone for coming. Thank you especially to Claire. And I hope everyone stays safe and has a wonderful night.